It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. Closing in on...
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Play one, and Prescott to the air.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 82 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
From the 44, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Going for a right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Dances by him, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They go to Elliott again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
These two teams they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think he rifles one that's intercepted? Jeremy Chin picks it off. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Got his target, Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Inside give to Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Third and long for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Rashad Bateman.
His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys have now moved out in front.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
And now here come the Cowboys. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first down throw for Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Prescott now from the 50. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
That's caught again by Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to a run now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one's incomplete. So we've hit past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The third quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that is no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down, Prescott. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Bateman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his target, Samuel.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The give is to Elliott. Always got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. To throw is Prescott. It lights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Nixon. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Now back to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score. And
he's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to